Got a treat for you for Starfield fans today. Enfant Terrible made a video of what Starfield would look like on the Unreal Engine, and it's really good. I'm not going to show you the whole video. I'll show you a few clips here and there, and I'll leave a link below to the actual video so you can go to their page and view their video on their channel. But we'll talk about it at the end of the video clips, and because there are some good points and there are some bad points, and I think it's important to raise them. But in the meantime, let's look at a few clips from the video. That looks amazing. And that's brilliant, that bit. There you go. Enfant Terrible and their take on the Starfield game on the Unreal Engine. Now, the only problem with Starfield on the Unreal Engine is the creation kit engine has been specifically developed for open world. Basically be able to do things in the open world, be able to open crates, explore, do things, loot bodies, things like that. These are all features that the creation kit engine does well. It's designed to do that. So you go into a world, everything, you can interact with everything. Right? The Unreal Engine isn't. The Unreal Engine is about frames per second and always has been. It was a shoot 'em up engine at right at the very beginning. It's now owned by Epic. And Epic use it as it's a way of getting people to upload games to their store. Because if you let them sell their game, you don't have to pay the license for the Unreal Engine. And as a consequence, they made the Unreal Engine free. And if you release anything, then you pay unless it's released on their platform. So they've got a massive following, and massive lots of development going on, all kinds of stuff. But it's always been more or less a frames per second engine. It looks brilliant because there's nothing else going on in it. If you add any features, like light switches, doors and things like that, then that adds to the load of the engine. And a lot of people who use these type things tend to be like Obsidian, for instance, tend to do very limited interactions in the world. You don't get many things you can interact with. You might be able to pick up ammo that's been dropped or sets of your crate, but it's not like Bethesda's where every room is full of things you can loot, everything. I'm not entirely convinced it would work that well in an open world environment, and I think if you made an open world environment on the Unreal Engine, it would have to be toned down quite a lot to normal adventure style games, that don't have much depth in the gameplay department. It's just a story, and I don't think that is Bethesda. Bethesda like rich gameplay in a rich world where you can explore, where you can delve deep, where you can dig into things and touch things and pick things up and collect things. And Unreal, I've not seen an Unreal game that can do the same thing to the same degree. I mean, you can do it. Would it be easy to do as a mod? Bethesda's games benefit a lot from mods, and the Unreal Engine might be available for free, but how do you mod it? How do you have a community as large as Bethesda's modding the game using a very highly technical engine? Because they call it middleware. Middleware is software that allows you to make a game using somebody else's software to do it. Right, the creation kit is middleware. Unreal Engine is middleware. So how would you make mods for a game with middleware? I mean, how would you load it in, edit it and whatever? And how would you make it run with other mods? These are all things Bethesda's game already does. Not sure that would work with the Unreal Engine at all. I think with the Unreal Engine, it's very pretty, really good, worlds are made with it, and some really good games, and some of them are quite stunning, and there's an awful lot of really good developers out there that know the engine and can produce some first-class material. But the game engine itself doesn't support everything that we like to see in the worlds that Bethesda create. like I said, you can't delve very deep into it. It's just more or less superficial. Superficial compared to Bethesda's games anyway. Maybe not superficial compared to all games, but superficial compared to what we've already got. So it would be a dumping down. The other thing is, with the modders being what they are, making all kinds of mods and then people with load orders, this is things that people come to expect with Bethesda's games. And the more complicated you make it, the less support they get. And how many of Bethesda's games do people think are good without mods? Most of them think mods make their games. It's why we're still playing them 10, 15 years later. So it's a very important aspect of Bethesda's games are mods. So whilst it's very pretty, it looks gorgeous, right? I don't think it's suitable for Bethesda's games myself. It would require an awful lot of work to bring it up to the level needed to be where we are now with the Creation Kit engine. So people would be complaining of features that are missing if they went that route. And it'd take a few games, Starfield, Skyrim 6, Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5, to get them features back. It'd be like resetting everything. So I don't think this is going to happen. But it is a gorgeous looking engine. If Bethesda can get their features ported over to the Unreal Engine, right, and still allow modding, which is a lot of work, it is a lot of work, that would be nice. But I don't see it happening. Anyway, that was Enfant Terrible. Fantastic video there. Hats off to the guys or the girls that did it. I quite enjoyed it myself. And don't forget, link below if you want to view it for yourself.